Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So I am here with my July favorites. Very excited to do this video for you guys, as I am every single month. I have some goodies to share with you. This month I actually have some that I love that are my favorites. I have two that I don't love all that much, and then I have one that's just kind of like in the middle. I don't really love it and I don't hate it, but since I'm not excited about it, it's definitely nothing that I'm going to be repurchasing. So I thought I would just stick it in this video and mention that product to you guys as well. So the very first product I want to mention in my July favorites is this Luxie Beauty brush. And this is the 536. This is the pointed top Kabuki brush. And I actually got the whole set. I got the whole set of these like Kabuki brushes. And let me show you them all. They're these like this. Can you see them? It's hard. This is what they look like. I actually have posted a picture of these on Instagram, and they're just really beautiful. I love them because they're pink, and then the ferrule is supposed to be like a rose gold, but it's kind of like a burnt rose gold, and I think that they're very pretty. I got other brushes, but these are the ones that I really wanted to get because these are like my favorite type of brushes. These with like the synthetic bristles. I love these for like foundation or concealer or any liquid products. I just really like them. I like it that the whole line is with the synthetic bristles. I remember I've always wanted Sigma to do that, and they just never did that. I have always wanted like the full collection, like the powder brush, to be done with like the synthetic fibers, and they don't have that, but Luxie does. See, I also got the powder brush, which I really love, and I love that it's like these type of bristles, kind of like the Miss Bunny brushes that Sigma has. Well, those are the only ones that they have with the synthetic bristles. I wish they had the whole line of brushes in Sigma with the synthetic bristles, but I don't need them anymore because Luxie has them, and I'm really liking those brushes. But the one that is a favorite of mine is definitely this pointed top Kabuki brush. This is the one that I have been using to set my concealer. Let me compare it to the pointed Kabuki brush from Sigma. It's actually called the tapered Kabuki, and it is the F86. It's very different. As you can see, the Sigma one is bigger. I guess it's pointier. This one is a little bit smaller. It's also pointy, but it's not, I guess, as pointed as the Sigma one. Also, the size is a lot smaller. So I kind of like that of the Luxie brush, and it's just perfect for getting under the eye area to set my concealer. So loving this brush. I'm also loving the other Kabuki brushes, and I'm just still testing out all the other brushes, but I will definitely be buying more brushes from that Luxie Beauty brand. Another brush from the Luxie Beauty brand that I really love is this flat contour. This is the 542 brush, and this is what it looks like. It's the one that I've been using a lot just for contouring. I like it. It just feels so nice on the skin. Also has the synthetic bristles. I really didn't have a brush like this, but I just really liked it, and I've been using it a lot with another one of my favorites that I'm going to share with you guys right now for contouring, and it just blends in the contour real nicely. You could probably even use this for a cream contour. It would probably work great for a cream contour because it is synthetic. I have used it with a powder. I haven't really used it with a cream, but I'm sure that it would just be amazing with a cream contour as well, or just any cream product that you want to use. These brushes are just really great. The next product that I've really been loving is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight, and this is what the colors look like. I've been really liking this palette. It's definitely a very luxurious palette. It's fancy. This is a very pricey little palette. Loving the highlight. I'm wearing it today. I'm also wearing the contour shade. I kind of used it a little bit as a contour, and then I also bronze with it, which I like because it works very well as a bronzer as well. This is the one that I mentioned that I have been using a lot with this contour brush from Luxie Beauty. I just apply it and just kind of like bronze up here and contour a little bit, and it blends real nicely. So that is why I like the brush, but the product is just amazing. The highlight is just so beautiful, and I know this is pricey. It's not something that you definitely need to have that I can't live without, but it's something that's really, really nice. It's beautiful. I'm really glad I have it. I love the packaging. It's very compact, probably be good for travel, even though I'd probably be scared to travel with this because if it breaks, it's a really expensive product for it to break on you. But it's just very beautiful, and I'm loving the highlight shade especially. I mean, this I love, but this I love even more. My next favorite is this Milani Baked Blush, and this is in the shade Luminoso. I am definitely very late in the game with these blushes because they have been very popular for quite some time, and it is just such a beautiful shade. I also have the Delicioso, which I think I still like more than this one because I'm more of a pinky blush type of girl, but this is also so beautiful. Of course, it's from the drugstore, which is even better. The price is even better, and hopefully you can get those buy one get one 50% off deals, which you just can't beat a deal like that. But these baked blushes are really awesome. Definitely gonna go ahead and check some more out, but Delicioso and Luminoso are definitely amazing colors, and this month my favorite is the Luminoso. My next favorite is this Kat Von D Shade and Light. This is the Eye Contour palette. Really loving this palette. It has some beautiful eyeshadows. It's definitely not something that I personally use on its own, although you can definitely create a look on your own with this. But it's a perfect look if you have like single eyeshadows that are like shimmery or frost, and then if you just, I never really just do a look with shimmery and frosty eyeshadows, but if you have like that one favorite frost shadow, or you just have a bunch of different frost and shimmery shadows to complete a look, this palette will be perfect. I always like to mix shades, but this has great blending shades, great highlight shades, great shades for under the brow. It even has great shades to fill in your brows. So it's just a really great palette that can be handy for just anyone. I personally always like to have something frost or shimmery on my lid, but this is just like perfect to accompany any eyeshadow that you love or any shimmery palette that you love that doesn't have matte shades. This will be a really great one. It's really great quality, really great color payoff. I just really love it. Look, these are just two of the shadows, just one swipe, and it's just an amazing palette, amazing color payoff. Next I have another Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss that I love. I believe that last month I had another favorite of mine, or was it the month before? But really liking the Anastasia lip glosses. This is in Pastel Pink, and this is what it looks like. This is like a liquid lipstick, I have to say. I mean, it is a gloss because it's not like that matte look, but it is a very beautiful pink. I'm actually wearing a little bit of it today, but I mixed it with Undress just because I thought it was a little bit too pink for the eye look. But I do love it. I have been using it so much. This is the swatch. Look at that color payoff. But it's not like a sheer gloss. It has a lot of color payoff. I really like it because most of my glosses are more like in the sheer. You know, it's like the typical gloss that is very sheer and shiny. And then these are just a little bit different. I like to wear these a lot on their own. But today when I mixed it, I actually like the mix that it made with the Pastel Pink and the Undress. But really loving it. Definitely want to get the one that's called Peony. I haven't been able to find it at a store. I guess I can order online, but I just kind of wanted to buy it at Macy's, and they didn't have it. So hopefully I'm gonna try again. I really want that peony color. I have another Charlotte Tilbury product that I have been loving, and this is the Eyes to Mesmerize, and in the shade Bette, or Betty is the one that I love. I don't know why I always say Bette, it's Betty. And this is what it looks like. It's very creamy, and it just has such great color payoff. I've actually worn it on its own, and I have worn it under the eyeshadow. I personally like it a little bit more under the eyeshadow, although it's very fast. If you're gonna wear it on your own, it just looks beautiful. But I feel like during the day it gets a little bit too like shimmery, that I feel like I see like some specks when I wear it on its own. But when I wear it under an eyeshadow, it just gives the eyeshadow such a nice color pop. I'm actually wearing it today under a color from the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I'm wearing it under the color Radar. This color doesn't have the best color payoff. And this Betty cream eyeshadow just gave it a nice little pop. But I have four of these in total, and I've really been loving them. They're great shadow bases, but like I said, you can also wear them on your own. On their own. I have a favorite foundation this month that I have been loving, and it is the Bourjois. This is the Healthy Mix Serum Gel Foundation. It says a 16 hours radiance boosting, even revived complexion, and I have the shade Vanilla. I love it. I already poured it on my hand. It just smells so good. I love the way it smells. I love the consistency and how it feels on my skin. It has a pump, and I just have really been liking this foundation. It's definitely one that I will continue to buy, and I wish it was more readily available though for me, that I can just go to a store and pick it up, but I can definitely find it online, and it is just a really great foundation. I've also been liking the Makeup Forever. This is a full cover extreme camouflage cream. This is a concealer. I use the shade 6. I really like this concealer. I think it works better on the skin if you have some blemishes, and it comes in very handy when I have this big fat thing right in between my brows right here. Just like a really big fat blemish, and I probably should have used this earlier before the video. I covered it with concealer, but it's already showing through again. This would have covered that baby up so fast. This just covers so well. I have used it under my eyes, but it works well. I used it for, I believe, I used it for my summer waterproof makeup, and it worked really well. I always put some eye cream under, and then I apply this on top, and it works well, but I do like it more for the face if you want to cover some imperfections, or if you want to cover some blemishes or just something. It's very full coverage, and it's very waterproof. It just covers anything you want. But I've used it for both. I don't mind it under the eyes, but I think it's a little bit thick for under the eyes, so you really have to like moisturize and just use very, very little and blend it very, very well. But for the face, it just works very, very well. And for my last favorite, I have this highlight from the Balm. This is the Mary Luminizer, and it is such a beautiful highlight. I actually just applied some right now, and it just really like, boom. It's like, it's not a subtle highlight. It's like a very like wow highlight. I think it's beautiful for the summer. This is what it looks like. It's just such a pretty, pretty shade, and it's just very beautiful. I got mine on Amazon.com. This has been popular for a very long time, so I am kind of late in buying this, but I'm really glad I did. Let me know what other the Balm products you guys like. This is pretty much the very first one that I have, so very excited to buy the Mary Luminizer, and I love it. It is just such a beautiful highlight on the skin. So now for my not so favorite makeup products. The very first one is the Kat Von D. This is the Shade and Light brush, and I really wanted to just try this brush out, especially because I love the Shade and Light contour palette. I also love the Shade and Light eye palette, which of course is a favorite this month as well. But as far as the brush, I didn't really love it. I have to say that the light side, the highlight side is great. That one I did like. It is a beautiful, you know, brush. I like how it's tapered. It's pretty thick. I like it. It kind of reminds me, let me show you the one that I usually use, is the Sigma tapered highlighter, and it's just, it's bigger than that one. I love it. It just worked really well as a highlight, and I like the way it feels. But the side that is making me want to return this is the shade side. It's kind of like a contour, it's the contour side. It's kind of like a contour angled brush, kind of like the contour angled brush from MAC, you know, like this style, except it is just so small. I just feel like it's like a little bit rinky dinky, and it just looks kind of tiny, and I wish that it was a little bit bigger. I feel like it just looks a little bit flimsy. I don't know, just for the price, I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I feel like this side is better than this side, but I kind of want both sides to work. So in a way, and you can even tell that this side is thicker than this side. I feel like they should have kept the same thickness as the highlight side with the angled shape, but it just feels like really rinky dinky. It just looks really small and thin, and then it just kind of feels a little flimsy when you go and apply the contour shade or whatever, a bronzer, whatever you use with this. It just feels kind of a little bit flimsy. So that is why I am not liking this product. It came in like this whole fancy packaging type of thing. It comes in here, and honestly I think I'm gonna return it because it wasn't cheap, and And if you're gonna spend money on a brush like this, you kind of want both ends to be awesome. And in this case, I really only liked the highlight side. Another product I really did not like, and this is a product that I didn't even buy. It was a sample that got sent to me. It's the Boscia Tsubaki Oil-Infused Exfoliating Powder. And I just have to say, what the hell is this product? It's supposed to be like an exfoliating powder, and you put it in the shower. This is what it looks like. Well, you put it when you're washing. It really is a powder, and you know, you kind of have to wet it a little bit, and then it works as a scrub. It is such a weird product. It just I don't even know, it has like a funky smell. It just, I don't even know what to say about it. It just kind of sucked. When you wet it, it kind of looks like you're putting Ajax on your face, you know, like that stuff to clean, that's like a little powder, and you mix it with water to like clean. That's what I kind of felt like I was putting on my face. You don't really feel it exfoliating all that much. You have to put very little water. If you put too much water, then it doesn't work anymore, then it's just like a gunk. And if you put too little water, then it's just like the powder. So I guess you really have to get the water just right, which is kind of a pain. I like to do all these little face things in the shower. So when I was in the shower, like trying to put the water, the perfect amount of water. It is just a very weird product, and I'm making a mess here, but I just really didn't like it. I felt like it was kind of like I don't know, they're trying to get creative with these products, and it just was just like a little bit too much for me. So definitely not something that I will be purchasing the big size in. I think, did I get this with 100 points? If I did, I regret. I want my points back, but that's not gonna happen. But at least I didn't spend the money and get the full size, but I just really didn't like it, and I just wanted to mention it in this video. It was just a very weird product, and I'm sticking with my Fresh Sugar face polish because that is the best face scrub that I will ever find, and it's amazing. And this was just like nothing special at all. And the last product I have is the one that I mentioned, that it's not that I don't love it, I don't hate it, it's just I'm okay with it, no big deal. I'm gonna use it up, probably won't repurchase it anymore, and that is the Super Cleanse Daily Treatment Cleanser by Glamglow. And this is the one, it says here, is for problem skin, skin imperfections, pore refining, mattifying, and clarifying. It's kind of like a mask. It comes out like that. It's a mask, and then you're supposed to put it on your face when it is dry, and then you're just kind of supposed to massage it on your face and then just apply water, and it's supposed to make like a foam. It doesn't really foam up all that much. It's supposed to make like a nice little lather, which I don't think it does, but it feels nice when you apply. I like the way it feels when I apply the mask. It feels pretty good. I still have some on my hands. I like the way it feels like when you apply the mask. I like the way it smells. It has a little tingle, and that part I enjoy, but I don't really notice anything special in my skin ever since I've been using this, and I've already been using it for quite some time. Sometimes it gets a little hard. Oh, there's still water. Sometimes it gets a little hard to pour because it's such a thick product, so that's kind of annoying sometimes too. But it's just a product that, yeah, I like it, but it's not something that I absolutely love, that I can't wait to go out and repurchase. I may try the other cleansers out from that line, but the mask in this, the white mask, I love. It's just this cleanser that it's good. It's not bad. I will continue using it. I will definitely finish this up. I'm not gonna return it or anything like that. It's not something that I hated right away, like I hated this thing. But like I said, I just don't feel anything special happening to my skin. And I don't know, just wanted to mention this product because I hadn't mentioned it in most of my videos, and I just thought that I should share that with you guys. So that is pretty much it. These were my favorite products for the month of July. As always, I will list all the products in the description box down below that I mentioned today. I really hope that you had a lot of fun watching this video, and as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye.